So here we have a game against a friend in the Rage Discord server that I accidentally found, and is a more experienced player. It's going to walk me through the the basics of the game. I have the Black Furies here against the Bone Gnawers, and we are going to start the first turn now. So first we draw our hands, right?
Yep. You don't draw combat.
Oh, I don't draw combat. How do I undraw combat?
So if you just select those cards, drag them over to the combat deck tab,
Right.
and then right click on that and shuffle.
Right.
Because the redraw phase is only for sept cards. Combat Frost is in the combat phase.
Okay. This is the first thing that I got wrong on my first game yesterday. We draw everything and we planned our whole turns before we got to the combat.
It's fine. And if you start fighting before the combat phase, you draw cards, but then you can't see what you're drawing until you draw them.
Right. I got nothing else for redraw.
Okay, so we have along the line just above the text bar is a couple of buttons, or quite a lot of buttons. Two of them say nothing until resource and nothing until combat. So I am going to press the nothing until resource button.
All right.
And then because we're demonstrating this, I will do it properly and get through the phases until we get to resource closed.
So now we get to resource, so we can discard cards before we play them.
You can't discard anything, but we can play cards, certainly. You can basically play resources. So I will be playing an Elder Stone, which is equipment.
Right.
Stick that on. I'll go ahead.
I'll play the back tilted. One knows this for my Black Furies.
Lovely.
And so for the gifts, just to make sure I understand, I play them on a character, and the character has that ability that I can use afterwards, right?
No.
No?
So if you go into your preferences and go to the appearance tab,
right,
there is a button that says always show text over card image viewer.
Right.
Which I highly recommend when you're learning all the cards. So you lose some of the art, but you get much more specific text. So if you save that, when you
it says
hover, yes.
Right.
So there are 3 timings on instance and the like. There's lots of cards which kind of fit into the similar bracket. Permanent is kind of what it says. Instant, which is you use it and discard it. And ongoing, which is you play it, but it stays in play for a duration as stated on the card.
Right.
So if I move us into resource open, then so we can start playing all the other cards. I will be playing Higher Calling, which lasts for exactly 1 turn. So that's an ongoing card, so it stays in play and affects all of us for 1 turn.
Okay. I wanna put sorry, not this one. I wanna put Giovanni here.
Yep.
And yeah, that's all I have for now.
I will also put Gift of the Porcupine on Cheesy Puffs. Because why wouldn't you? Okay. So I have nothing until combat.
Nothing into combat.
Okay. Combat closed. This is where we choose our alphas. And also this is where we draw our combat card. In fact, hold on, I lie. I think choose alphas is the next step. So this is where we do the combat redraw.
Right, so we draw first.
Okay, then we move on to choose alphas.
I want to choose Cassandra.
Okay, and I will choose Cheesy. And part of the fun of this is we are tied.
Yeah.
So we decide randomly who goes first out of these two.
Yeah, yesterday I played against this exact same deck, and it was always, we did a coin flip to decide which one who would go.
Absolutely. Do you want to flip or call?
I want Tails.
Tails. Okay. Apparently it's heads, so I guess I go first. Okay, I will go and attack this Giovanni, I guess.
Okay.
So, what you can turn your card face down in your hand. I don't know if you know if you've seen that. And then play it face down like that. And again, on the bar, we have a ready to reveal thing. So the idea is we both do that, and then once that's done, we can flip.
Right. May not be blocked next round. So I will block the damage, but not the effect of the card, right?
That's exactly. A lot of effects depend on you doing damage, but a lot of them don't. So. So once you're done with the block, that gets discarded because the only things kept on board should be ongoing effects or permanent ones. And at this point, I can choose to withdraw, but I'm going to keep going.
So when you flipped him, did you draw a whole bunch of cards?
No. So frenzy is the normal way, or a common way to flip into your battle form, your Krynos form.
So he changed to Krynos, but he's not very mad about it. He's just healing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
he's in a friendly battle with a vampire.
Where's the button? Yeah. I did a bluff.
I did not.
Alright, so my bluff doesn't work. And I have...
But you can stick that on the Giovanni.
That's 2 damage. So, a question that I have is, do I have to play a card? Or...
So, you do not, and what you can do is you can wait till opponents put their cards down and say, I'm playing no card, or you can put a card down and then at the moment, same moment you said, say ready to reveal, you can just bring it back to your hand. It's normally pretty obvious, but obviously it's a bluffing game to an
Yeah.
extent in Rage, so you don't want to like make it obvious to your opponent that that's what you're doing.
Right. I have no card.
Okay, I dodged your no card. Okay.
Still have one card in hand.
I played one and I've got one in hand.
Right. Ready. I tried to bluff again, but I think he died now.
And yes.
All right.
So that goes into my victory pile. And I get 60p.
So because of the effects that you have played, the higher calling, I don't have any legal targets for my alpha action.
So you could challenge me, but
you can say no.
I can say no.
So in the off chance, do you have anything else to do with your alpha action?
Challenging is like the challenging or passing are the kind of the reserve options.
Right. So after the combat resolved, we refill our combat hand, right?
That's it.
I want to challenge the Creek Ram Wrangler.
Yeah, I think based on my hand, I'm going to say no.
It's fine. Right.
I mean, it's tempting, largely because one card in here. Oh, let's go for it. This is a demonstration game, so I'm just going to go for it.
So let me just see this.
Oh, okay, hold on. Okay.
So I got 1 rage, you got 2 damage.
But I did get to bitch slap you, which has got to be fun.
Yes.
That flips Crick.
It's far health. I am ready to reveal as well. Okay.
Nice try. You can't bitch slap me.
Didn't he? So this is something I am a bit confused. When he changes farms because he took damage, he doesn't automatically enter his frenzy.
Correct.
Creatures
You're
removed
you're
from
relying on your knowledge about World of Darkness, I think.
Yes, that's very confusing for me. But okay.
But actually, in old school Werewolf the Apocalypse, actually werewolves turn into Krynos all the time without frenzying.
So let's resolve this. So I tried a bluff that didn't work because I don't have enough rage here.
Yes.
And what you do, it's you do one damage and she's removed from the combat.
Yes.
Right. So does you stay with her?
Yes.
And we come here.
She does get to flip though.
But isn't she far health? Isn't this 3 damage?
It's off your breed form, rage, or health.
Oh yeah. Right, so she flips and she stays flipped.
Correct.
Alright. So what happens now?
So, with no one else, no opponents in combat, combat ends.
Do we, when this combat ends, do we redraw our hands? Our combat hands?
That's it.
Right. Then I wish that the buttons for the phases had longer descriptions of their names, so it would be easier for me to to remember what they do. So you choose alpha actions, prey attacks. Yeah, the phases. They only have like a number and a letter.
It's because we got too many. It fits the space available, but we had too many, so it's just like this tiny thing.
Alright then. So we go back to the redraw phase.
Yes. So I am going to discard a card.
I am not going to discard.
I am going to use Buggerhead's ability to discard and redraw one card.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm done until regeneration.
Yeah, the higher calling gets discarded, right?
I guess I played that in Resource Open, so it stays until Resource Open.
Alright, makes sense. So I am done until regen as well.
Okay, so we heal our lowest damage card. Yeah. You have cards which can heal you faster.
Yeah. I could have healed the other one because of the Sister Judith's ability. I think because this lady's here.
Yes, you can swap around if you wanted to. I can return the card if you wanted to do that.
I'm going to use a gift to heal the other one as well, so I don't think it matters at this point.
Fair enough.
So, when it says instant on the gift, it means that I can play it on any phase if I am not in combat?
You can play most gifts in any phase.
Like
essentially, if it's open play, you can normally play it, but the gift may have more requirements on it. So yeah, Try to grab that bitch slap.
I am unbeat slapped. So I have to discard. I have nothing into resources. What's the...
Yep, same here. So let's just head over to resource.
I want to give her pendants.
Oh no! Yes, I love it. And I think all my characters are male.
Yeah, we had to. Banana split is intersex. I had to.
He counts as both male. Oh, there's an error. You're right. There's an error. I think he's meant to be male and female. Or they are meant to be male and female rather.
I didn't know about the text overlay thing, so we had to check the wiki yesterday to to learn about this.
I'm going to start a document with bugs to fix in the database.
So I want to play this guy here.
Okay, I'm playing a wolf spirit.
Right. I'm ready to move to open.
Sure, I'm going to just move into resource open so I can play Gift of the Porcupine on bug ahead.
I wanna banish the gift of the porcupine on the cheesy buffs.
Absolutely.
And I have nothing into combat.
Great, let's head over to combat then.
Let me take a look at my hand here.
Oh, the higher calling goes.
My alpha will be Cassandra.
Obviously. My alpha is going to be cheesy. I guess we flip again.
Yeah, I want this.
Hey!
Let me think here. I wanna go after cheesy.
Boo. Okay.
But I don't wanna go alone. So I draw one card. And this is something that got very confusing for me yesterday, because the Bone Hour deck had something that would bring like 5 different people into combat, and the order of resolving the actions got really confusing for me, because it felt like every single one resolved at the same time, but every card had different effects, so it was very chaotic.
I mean, most of these effects are quite minor, but yes, they all take place at the same time. The main thing is that if you're facing multiple opponents, you need to say who you're targeting before you reveal.
Yeah.
And that is important in terms of bluffs, as well as other things. So even dodges and blocks and etc. have targets because of the way bluffing works.
So
Um,
I wanna get really angry here with the dependent. So she
yep.
frenzies. So I draw 7 cards.
Yes.
And this goes here. There's a whole lot of stuff in my hand right now. Give me a second here.
Understood.
And I am ready to review.
Okay, I haven't played a real. Although I did just block. Strange enough, I will block the disembowelment.
Okay. So
But I do get hit by the pendant.
right, so you take 3, and this goes
Yep.
away. I want to continue the combat. Ready to review.
Okay.
Okay. So
I think that's enough, isn't it?
is 6 damage. It has 8.
That's the 3 from before. Yep.
Okay, so that's.
He's all yours.
There is something in the rules about you. If the creature is frenzied, if the Garou is frenzied, I have to do health plus rage and damage to kill him, right?
No. If you.
Like he keeps fighting until I reach that point.
That's it. So if you end the combat, you would also, after you've done enough damage to kill him, that also gets rid of them. But absolutely, yeah, you can keep, if you're frenzied, you can keep fighting beyond death.
Right. So those go to my discard. And now can I use another Mother's Touch to heal the Septum Crush on the sister?
Yes. Yep.
Right. So it give me my nose back. And Cheesy comes to my victory points.
That's it.
Trip pile. That's 7 points. And now your moves get harder to pass.
They do. If I draw one.
There is one in this deck that I thought that it was complete bullshit. And it turns out that you can't play it in a 2 players game, but we didn't have the errata on hand. But it banished one of my characters, like it. What was the name like? Like it made my character be like a skin dancer or something. So
Yes.
we didn't know that you couldn't play it in a 2 players game.
In fact, I'd forgotten as well. I don't normally play the Bone Nora deck. I just chose it kind of at random when I was looking last night. Oh, sorry, not like this afternoon. I have nothing else I can do this turn, so it's end of turn for me.
Yeah, for me as well.
Okay.
So let's do the set thing. Oh, I should have this. When I ended the combat, I should have discarded 7 cards at random, right?
Which presumably the rest of your hand. So yes, discard all the discard.
discard 7 at random.
Yep.
Right, and I refill. So I run out of cards, so I'm going to move out to top of combat deck. Like, I play Vita's Unlucky all the time and I never get used to how confusing the interface is.
Oh, you play on Lucky, do you?
Yeah, I played the vampire card game,
Yeah.
Vita's.
I have played it, I just don't play it very often, or I'm not in the community.
So in the redraw, I'm going to discard 2 cards.
Yep.
So if I drew a card that says that on my redraw that says that I can't play at the beginning of the turn, I cannot play it anymore, right? Because the beginning is before I draw to replace my side cards.
No, the beginning of turn is redraw open, which is kind of the next phase. So if we move to that, you can play your Crescent Moon, I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
The moon phases are kind of like their own little mini thing. So.
Like for this deck in particular, I don't think that there's a lot that I need the extra gnosis to play.
I think it's just redundancy to make sure that you, between the Pegasus and the Crescent Moon, you can play, but that Maricabra can play all the cards.
Are there a lot of effects that just like destroy a totem? And
there aren't many cards, no.
Right. So I am ready to move to redraw open then.
Yep. We're already there because I got carried away.
So I have a Crescent Moon here, so they have the Theurges, have +1 noses.
I mean, just for clarity, these are pre-constructed decks. They're not designed. They're designed to be reasonably balanced and effective, but not the most effective they can be.
I imagine
they are essentially teaching decks.
I've browsed the few lists and they seem to be way more focused than these ones, but like on the other game that I played and in this one I had fun with it. Like the deck works, it does its thing. But yeah, I imagine that it gets a whole lot more complicated.
Yes. We eliminate things like, for instance, there's nothing to do with the Umbra in these decks.
Yeah. The Umbra is something that I didn't begin to understand yet. So nothing into resource.
Okay. Same. Go ahead.
I have
okay.
pendant here for Mary.
Meanwhile, I'm just stacking up all the equipment on Buggerhead.
+2 health. Alright, that's a lot of stuff.
I'm going to put this one down now just because I don't want to rearrange my cards in a sec. But technically I can't play it in this phase, it gets played in the next phase. That'll do. Doesn't look very pretty, but there isn't like an organize button.
I have nothing until we go to open.
Oh, I've got another wolf spirit. We're an open for you.
I have a body rack here for Bugger.
That is a combat card.
That's right.
I mean, you can do it now and do 1 damage, but it's really
Oh,
designed
it's to the next combat round. Yeah, now I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries. This is why we help people learn, because well, once you get it, but you know you've got to go through the steps to learn everything.
So I got nothing into combat.
Cool. Yeah, that's good. Combat. I still haven't drawn a mute.
I have.
And I am going to stick Buggerhead in combat.
So now I have higher renown. So
I forgot to combat redraw. I'm just going to discard some cards and redraw. Cool. Yes, you have high renown.
Let me think here. Yeah, I am going to go after the Nocturna.
Fair enough.
You don't have Kingfolk allies? Oh yeah, she should have corrupted one of the wolves in the previous turn.
Yeah, you're right. Cool.
So what?
I've literally never seen that ever actually used, which is why I didn't think about it.
So I'm going here, and let me see my combat things. But I am not going alone. So I draw another one. And I want to use this thing to frenzy her. So
you cannot, because the Dratosa
Oh yeah,
is
this
not
is
male.
this is not male. Good point. So I should have brought Judith instead of her. Let me think here.
I think someone's beaming in.
My neighbor got a motorcycle and he's very excited about it.
Is it powered by a fusion reactor? Anyway, sorry. Right, where are we? I just need to choose a target. The target is that. Okay.
So let me flip. It's 3 damage, mine is 3 damage, and the other one was a bluff. That doesn't resolve.
Yep. I am now on 2 rage. Clear the arrows.
I am ready here. Mariah actually doesn't want to play anything, but
Fair enough.
this one wants to do 4 damage. Alright. So this kills the Nocturna.
It does. And everyone rejoices, including the remaining wolf kinfolk.
Let me discard. This goes to my victory point is 6 points.
Okay, and I'm going to just redraw my hand.
Oh, I drew a sacked card instead of a combat card.
Yeah, let me just put it back into reshuffle.
Right. So now you have an action.
I do, and I am going to. You know what? I'm just going to go by himself.
I'm sorry, he's going to what?
He's going by himself. He's going to attack Cassandra.
Right. But she doesn't want to.
Oh! Nicely done.
Let me discard this. The action economy in this game is crazy. I imagine how chaotic it gets when you have more people in.
Yes. But you know, stronger decks, more people. It can be absolutely. You know, there's a lot can be changed quite quickly.
But okay, let's move to the next turn then.
Yep.
I am going to discard one.
Oh, I draw too many cards. And I still haven't drawn a mood.
So nothing until we regenerate.
Sure, I'm going to play a card in the next phase, which is just a survivor on quick, and then regenerate. So I grab a lucky blow.
Let me figure out what this card does. The character is... Oh, I need to do one extra attack on him to kill him, right?
Yes. So if you did enough damage to kill me,
I need one extra.
You need another one on top. Yeah.
So I'm going to regenerate this.
Cool.
Nothing until resource.
Okay, and I can start increase my collection of things on my characters.
They have so many things. I will not try to read them anymore.
If we look at our bog ahead, we have the Survivor and the Mokle Hide, which make him harder to kill. The War Pain, which allows him to regenerate twice. Nightmare Coin ends combat. Elderstone is for moots. And Gift of Porcupine will hurt you if you hurt me.
Right. I want to put the spirit here.
I thought you were going to say, I want to break free.
she has it is right, so I play it now, right?
Sure.
So I have +2 health, and I have +2 health here on Cupid,
Okay.
and this has 8 health. I also want to let me. Can I eat this thing now, or do we need to move to open before I do it?
So you can do it anytime, as long as it's not a closed play. So, for
Yeah.
instance, if you're in combat and not frenzied, you could still do it in combat, I think.
Right. Okay.
So, because it heals you as well, you could do it then. But of course, if you frenzy or if you um, if you lose notice, then that could be a risk. Although I will say blatantly in this game, that's not going to happen.
Right. I'll keep it in hand. I have nothing until combat.
And I have nothing until combat. Fun times. So let's go to combat. Let's do some discarding. Do I want to do any discarding? Okay. Oh.
So, for instance, let's say I attack and kill this thing, and you're with your alpha. If you come attack the spirit, can I, in response to that, use that gift to eat the spirit and heal my character?
Yes.
Right.
Okay. My alpha will be. Have you discarded?
Yes, I am at 5 in hand.
Cool. So Buggerhead's my alpha.
Okay, so I got the first action. I wanna do the spirit drain thing before I get my target to eat the snake
Okay.
and heal this up. And I wanna fight the Pentax things.
Sure. I believe the Serpentine goes into was your card, so goes into your set discards.
Yeah. So they
Okay.
play 2 actions per round and lose non-fetish equipment. Okay. So she wants to frenzy.
Of course she does.
Is there like a button to draw multiple ones? Like if I want to draw 7 combat cards at once, is there a button to do that?
No. Because of the way I built this, you can do a draw X for the set cards, but there is no draw X for combat cards.
Okay.
At least not that I'm aware of. in hindsight, I wonder whether I should have made the combat deck to be the main deck, but I think it's too late to fix that now.
So this goes out. Oh, hold on. I didn't mean to play that one. I want to play this one. I am ready to review as well. I got double bitch slapped.
That's double bitch slap, bitch. Sorry, that's really bad on recording.
And it's okay. It's not like we are going to get monetized anytime soon.
It is encouraging you to trash talk.
Yeah, it's fine.
But there's some words you probably shouldn't do on a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you get to play another card?
I could do, but I'm choosing just to have one.
Right, I am ready to review as well. Yours is a bite, but is he a Crinosaur Lupus?
So he is not, so it's a legal card.
Right, so he dies?
Yep.
And that's game, I think. Yeah, that's game.
Game is when at the end of the turn. It's not instantaneous.
So I go to 21, but we play the remaining of the turn?
Yes.
Alright.
So while I have a feeling I know how this game is going to go, let's play it out.
I have to discard a whole bunch of things here.
And when you're ready, I will take my action.
I'm ready.
Do you want to redraw?
I'm sorry, what?
You also need to redraw back to 5.
Ah, yes. Thank you. Combat discard, let's move it back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you guess who I'm attacking? With a hunting party?
But I don't want to.
Oh! I knew it'd have something, and it's just. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I got so excited when I saw this in the beginning of the turn, and you played the 8 renown thing. But
yes.
Yeah, I think that I mildly understand how this is working now. Thank you so much for the help.
No worries. I'm just going to have a look and see if I can find where my moots are. I mean, really, there's only 3 in here. I'm not sure that errata exists anymore, because if the errata on Skin Dancer said you couldn't use it in 2 players, it would be on the card itself.
I found, like, they linked me a website that had a manual from 2018 or something. And
I'm going to have a quick look, because that doesn't ring any bells to me. Wait, look, I thought we removed all the card by card errata from.
Let me check here.
I got it.
There's a
Obviously,
the book. It says that
it may be that somehow it didn't get into the into Lackey, and I don't know quite why.
yeah, it says that Skin Dancer, Tribal War, and Winter Wolf cannot be played in a two-player game.
I mean, it makes sense, to be honest.
Well,
I'm just annoyed I didn't get. I did say I was keeping a note of the things to do, so it's.
I had a lot of fun here. Thank you so much for the game. I hope we can play again soon.
Yes, that'd be really nice. I don't
and-
play very often these days, but yeah.
Well, I will close the
Great.
recording and leave the call here. So, bye bye.
Night.
So here it was. It was my second game, this time in English, because I found one of the Discord server that has the Rage community. It's a small and very friendly place, and we got to see the Black Furies again and to learn about this very handy text thing. I hate it. I would love to see the art, but I understand why it's here. And this card is very good. Stare down. Let me go to preferences and take this out, and so I can see the whole art. And this was a very enjoyable game. I have a much better understanding of the whole thing now, and I hope that you are playing Rage as well, and that you are having a good time. Bye bye.